In these highly unpredictable times, Canadian companies are vulnerable in a global economy. These bosses must take action. They are going undercover.
I want to go to the front lines, and I want to see what's really going on. Timber!
I feel kind of like I want to throw up.
I really have to get my hands dirty and figure out how this place really works.
Don't look the gorillas in the eye. He's just showing you that he's boss.
They'll be hit with the shocking truth.
Needed at least $2,000.
That's costing us money.
Today sucks.
And it will change lives forever.
You're not Hugo, are you?
Oh my God, wait!
Having only done your job for a day, I know how exhausting it is.
You're amazing what you give to the business.
I'm going to take care of 1 year of your mortgage payments.
I did not expect a thing.
I am so happy, and it's nice to be appreciated. It really is.
Well, you've all heard of Undercover Boss, and yes, it is coming to Canada. And Hugo is joining us now. You also know him as Brian Scudamore from 1-800-GOT-JUNK. How are you, Brian?
Awesome.
So Hugo, tell us about Hugo.
Dual personality, trying to remember who I am. It was awesome. A lot of fun. It was 1 week, intense, 6:30 in the morning till 11 at night every night, undercover. So trying to haul junk and be Hugo.
How did they approach you, and what was sort of the pitch to get you involved? Because I know the philosophies behind your company at least a little bit, and I wouldn't imagine it would be a big stretch for you to sort of hop on board this. But how did they approach you?
They approached me and said, listen, it's been a while since you've hauled junk, we hear. Let's get you out on the trucks. We think we can have some fun together and produce a great show. And our franchise partners all know who I am, so they thought, you know, we got to do quite the disguise.
Well, tell us about the disguise that you went into. You picked the name Hugo, but they really...
Wait, I want to know why Hugo.
They really transformed you, but why Hugo?
We were going to have a baby, my wife and I, in the near future, which is now...
Yeah. He's 3 weeks ago.
3
Congratulations.
weeks ago, thank you. And we knew his name would be Hugo, so thought it would be fun to go undercover as Hugo. And
That's so
show him one day, hey, look at Daddy.
But Brian, when I say they transformed you, literally shaving your head, I did not recognize you there. What was it like for you to change your image so much and go back into the trenches?
It was a trip. So they shaved my head bald, put me in a goatee, these funky glasses. Someone on the trucks told me I looked like a hipster, so I felt, you know, kind of young and cool.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you expect people to recognize you? I mean, was there that playing in your mind? You know, like...
I did, and nobody did recognize me. It was the most bizarre thing. I mean, I went to a party the night before I left on my Undercover Boss trip, and friends didn't recognize me.
You're kidding me. So, I mean, the whole genesis of this is beautiful, because I remember the first time that I saw a promo for it, for the US version, and I thought, and then I watched it, and to watch what the CEOs learn in this process is amazing to me. What kind of experience was this like for you to just reconnect on that level of your company?
It was an incredible opportunity. Who gets the opportunity to truly go undercover? I mean, yes, there's cameras there, but you're undercover and people have no idea who you are. They think you're just some guy who was laid off, who's trying out another job. Yeah. And they give you the straight goods. If there's good things, bad things about the company, they tell you. They had no idea who I was. Guys were smoking in the truck, which they're never supposed to do. Oh my God. So some people got some talkings to, but I'd say 95% of what I saw out in the trucks was exactly what I expected.
How hard was it to zip the lip? Well, you're actually in the process and not be the boss.
It was tough. I had to sort of play dumb a little bit and sort of just be one of the guys, but they worked me hard. I had fun. I learned a ton about the business and saw that most of what I expect is actually being done. And we've got great people in Toronto, Peterborough, Calgary, all the cities that I visited.
Wow, you went to that many places, hey?
I did. Yeah, 1 week and 5 planes all over the place.
And what did you learn about the people who are working for you? What did you take away from that part? Because of course the job's being done, you learned that, maybe a little cigarette smoking, but what did you learn about the people?
I learned that there's great people out there, but that everybody has a story. And I got to sort of uncover from them what's going on in their personal lives. What are their goals? Are they really hauling junk all their lives and that's what they aspire to do? Yeah. There was one guy that wants to be a journalist, and we were able to give him sort of the help of introducing him to some of our journalist contacts. And we gave him a scholarship to help him with some of his studies. So I won't reveal everything that happened and all the reveals at the end, but we got to make some differences in people's lives.
And it's fascinating because part of the philosophy of your company has always been that ability for people to move up the ladder and to succeed within the company as well. But, you know, interesting to see that, you know, there is that transition period for people sometimes where they need a job and they want to do stuff.
Yeah, I think junk is a stop on, one rung up the ladder, and they learn something. And if we get people growing within our business and owning a franchise one day or moving into one of our other franchises, we have a Wow One Day painting concept that we've just recently grown.
Yeah.
So it's opportunity, and you really get to teach people how to be leaders and see them shine.
And going back behind the desk as CEO, do you look at things differently now that you've had this experience of being in the trenches again?
I think so. I think I reconnected with just how hard the job can be and the long hours and just what people put into it. And yes, it's junk removal, but people care about the customers, and you watch them leave smiles on people's faces. And I got to learn sort of front lines again, what all the tips and tricks are.
Yeah, it's amazing because I've used the service before, and there's an interaction that happens that's really valuable. Like the guys work hard, but they're also extremely polite, extremely personable. And that must be something that you focus on in your training and your approach to the business as well.
It's about making the ordinary business of junk removal exceptional. And clearly, thank you as a customer, you felt that, it is more than just junk removal. We talk to you, we shake your hand, introduce ourselves, we do a great sweep up at the end, and it isn't just junk, it's customer service.
Is Hugo retired? Or will Hugo maybe in another guise come back and do it again and repeat the experience? I
don't know how I'd do it again, but I would love to.
Yeah, they'd all be like, are you Brian? Well, congrats to Hugo and to baby Hugo too. If you want to check out Undercover Boss Canada, it's going to be premiering on the W Network February the 2nd at 9 o'clock, and the episode featuring Brian airs on Thursday, February the 16th, so you can see Hugo for yourself.
Now I'm looking for my boss everywhere. I'm looking behind cameras, the whole bit.
I'm right here.
Thanks for having me.
Nice to see you. Thanks, man. We're going to take a break.